Howdy, friends. Welcome to the Fiber Floozie podcast. My name is Jill. Some of you also know me as Blossom. I am the Essential Blossom on Facebook and Instagram and my Etsy store. And I have the Essential Blossom group on Facebook also. Okay, how's everybody doing? So I am coming to you from West Texas. I often say that I'm halfway between Abilene and Wichita Falls. Let's see. It is June 10th, 2019, and I got my discount yesterday. Yep. Haven't used it yet. My work discount is a little better than my senior discount, so we use that today. All right. So I got something to show you that I finished. I finished the chevron top. So I'm going to slip it on. Now I made this out of comfy cotton in this is an off-white. It's called whipped cream. And then the other one is called Cloud 9. Oh, I don't think y'all can see the bottom and how far it comes down. Hold on. There you go. You can see behind there. I did, in the pattern she says to do 82 stitches up here, and I did 92. And then from there to here, where you start with the body, you leave it and put it together for the sleeve, and you start on the body. From there, it's 12 rows, and then it's 40 rows from here to the bottom. So, and I really like it. Show you that Cloud 9 a little closer. So yeah. Now, I have a design feature. You can't really tell. There's that one, and there's that one. But I connected, on this side, I connected to the wrong spot. So it's a little bit larger than the other side. I was so far along, I was not taking it out. My husband says, "Would I know?" I said, "I know, and I know too." And I'm still not taking it out. So it's a design feature. And it is very comfortable. This comfy cotton is very nice to wear. Although I still feel that it might be a little bit too warm for my client for the summer. But I think with a little cami or something underneath, camisole or something, little tank underneath it, it's going to be absolutely fine for the spring and the fall and the winter. But right in the middle of summer, not happening. But it's very comfortable. And guys, my first sweater. I know it's a top, but still. And it's a garment for me. Okay, so that's that. I don't have a whole lot else that I finished. So I have been working on, oh, before I forget, Teresa Peck, you asked me about the baby blanket. You asked me how many I chained in the beginning, and it's 82 stitches for a chain. It was on a K hook, and I did half double crochets. I started with a row of single and then just did half double crochets through the back loop, and on each edge it's a double crochet and then back in to keep the edge straight. And actually, I'm really surprised at myself. I kept that edge really well on this one. And so anyway, I meant to address that because she had asked me that question after the last podcast, and I wanted to make sure I let her know. So that's that. Okay, I finished Scrubby. Does that look familiar? That's the Comfy Cotton Cloud 9 because it was sitting right next to in my nest. And this, let me show you. It smells so good. We used it in the shower. And it smells like my body wash from Avon. So, y'all know when I went to New Orleans and saw my daughter, she asked me to teach her how to start knitting some dishcloths. And I'm telling you, I thought that I had a book for crochet dishcloths also. But I went through this stuff yesterday and I did not find it. That's okay. I better tell you first, I'm all over the place. I just got such happy news, and it's been a really good day today at work and stuff, and so I'm kind of, that's the Comfy Cotton I used. So this is Cloud 9. Now I used one of these and almost 2 full ones of the whipped cream. That's what I have left of the whipped cream. So one of these and 2 of these for my size, and I am a solid 2X. So, and it is by no means tight on me. So I think that for me and what I like fit wise, that it's great. Okay. This is what I used on that scrubby. Y'all know what this is? It is the Scrubology from Yarn Bee. That one is Aqua. Scrubology Scrub It. It's 100% nylon. And what they do is somehow they put that nylon around that like foamy tube. Oh, so bright. Anyway, these run $3.99. That's what I paid for them. But I'm going to look. I've not been to Hobby Lobby. I'm going tomorrow. I go to Wichita Falls tomorrow to the chiropractor. So we'll see what they got in my area. And I have a red one. So this is what I have left of this one, and then I have the red. And I started making some more dishcloths and washcloths. So I also have in my stash, that other one's called Fire Red. excited about this because doing these this way, this is exactly the size that I make for in the kitchen. So it has, you know, the dishcloth on one side and the scrubber on the other. But it felt like it was going to be nice enough on the skin, and it would be great for the shower, and it is. Now, I use this side on my skin, and then this is great for the elbows and feet and the knees and anywhere that you have some dry skin, or if you're just trying to clean your hands up, you know, you've been working in the garden. So I really like this stuff, and I don't have to cut it into strips like I do the other one. I know it's lazy, right? But it's convenient. So that's why I'm happy. Now my husband said that he wants the one for the bathroom, the shower, he wants it to be like, you know, probably another 3 rows, you know, so like a guy hand. So I said, okay, well, that'll be the shower size, and then this one will be dish size. So then I started with this stuff. I've already made one with the little hoop on it to hang it in the bathroom. And this is the scrubby cotton. And I was watching, I can't remember. I've discovered so many new people this week. I'll think of it in a minute. But she was doing that also. Hold on just a minute. Let me look. Ruthie's Crafting Corner. That's where I saw it. And she was using these yarns also and starting to make the dishcloths. Okay. That one is, and I want to say I really like the scrubby cotton. And that one is Blissful Print. And I have that one, and then I have also in the cotton nautical print. So, and those are the cotton. And then I also have the regular scrubby in this color and the blue and this one. Which I think this one's called Marble. It's grays and white, black. And this one, I believe it's 100% polyester. Yes, 100% polyester, whereas the other one is cotton. And neither my hubby or I, either of us like the way this one feels. So this one will probably just have to be for kitchen stuff. So I want to do these on with the cotton, and then do the other cotton on the back. So I made that one, and I'm starting another one in the comfy cotton and the whipped cream, what was left of it, to go on the back side. And I pulled out my books to start making. I've got 2 buckets of cotton over there. That's peaches and cream, and a lot of those colors that I have, you're not gonna be able to find them anymore. And someone was saying, I believe Summer from Summer's Tips and Stitches, she was saying that they've changed the feel of the cotton, the peaches and cream. So I have 3 books, and these are all for knit. This one's called Splash of Color. And then there's this More Than a Dishcloth. Got patterns and textures. And this one actually says which one they use. So like this is the Purple Passion. And in the green they use the Christmas Basket. You know, they give you an idea of what colors to use. This is the Lemon Ice. So that's kind of neat. And then this one was one that I got from my mother-in-law when she passed away. And these are really pretty and delicate looking, and they have little patterns on them. And I'm wanting to do these be a different shape. So I'm going to start doing some of these. And there may be some tutorials come up on those so that my daughter could go in and watch them and be able to learn from the tutorials on how to make those. And I started making, I'll tell you that. So then I'm still working on this Life Change shawl. This is by Laura Concert. She is a crocheting Whovian. It is in my Mrs. Brown's bag, the La Boheme colorway from Suburban Stitcher. That's her yarn. My mama's button. I don't know if y'all saw this. I made this from a necklace. I have some of these claws because I'm all about the turquoise, so I've got to have that in there. And I'm doing this with, my main color is Gentle. By Raspberry Dye Works. And then my other colors are In a Way, which is the gray. It's kind of a slatey gray by Honeybee Knits. And I'm on just almost done with that next, that was a spider. This is In the Navy. Blues are really hard to photograph. So I'm coming along. So I've got 2 of the colors nearly done. And there's 3 more. And I'm going to do the Purple People Eater and Honey Buns and Cora Coral. It's like one of her first mini sets, and I asked her, and she was like, not sure what that one was exactly called. She doesn't have that in her shop anymore. And I joined in on the virtual knit night on Saturday night. We had a lot of fun. That was on Zoom. And we did a answered trivia questions. It was so much fun. It was a lot of fun to sit with everybody and do my knitting and have fun. That was great. And then the last thing I started, this is just going to be a lap blanket. I'll tell you why here in a minute. And this is one of those cakes that my husband does for me from Scrap Yarn. And this is just V-stitch. And I believe my inspiration for this came from, I can't remember your first name, I'm sorry, but she's Coffee Cats podcast. And she talked about doing V-stitch, and I thought, oh, that would be a fast one. So, because I am also inspired by Elizabeth, who is a crafty crocheter, and she does so much stuff for charity, and I want to get to do more of that. And so I can use up some of my scrap stuff and continue to buy the stuff I want to do. Checking off the stuff here. Okay, that is all of my stuff. I did not work on the hat. I worked. That's it. That's all I worked on. That's all I got done. That's all I worked on. I got a package today because I ordered something. Try and do this faster. I didn't want to open it except when y'all were here. Aw. So this is Bags by Awesome Granny. Oh, this is so much prettier in person. She said that this was a very hard bag to photograph. And when they say that, I'm thinking, oh, it's going to be pretty. And it is. Let's see how it is to show up on the screen. Oh, it's beautiful. Now I'll get it closer so you guys can see what those are. Aren't they pretty? They're gray foxes. But I like to think of them as gray wolves. And it's got a beautiful gray polka dot. That's Bags by Awesome Granny. And her tag says, respect your knitting. I wanted this one because it's bigger. She puts a beautiful loop there. Okay, hold on. I was just a little worried because you guys are kind of jumping around, or I'm jumping around. So, Bags by Awesome Granny, and here is her card. See how that jumped? I don't know if y'all saw that or not. I don't know what that's all about. So, this is a nice size bag. So that's what I got in the mail. Also that I got in the mail Now, he was having a sale. I ordered because Ross, Smell Great Guy, Smells Like Yarn podcast, he totally enabled me to go and get yarn from Will Spargur, who is Spargur Yarn Co, and he is the budget knitter here on as a podcast on YouTube. This one is called Dusk. And I think these two would actually go together. Who knows? We'll see what I do. This one is called Setting Sun. Isn't that pretty? This one is If I Was Green, I Would Die. It's teal. See, it looks blue, but it's teal. It's barely teal. It's more blue than teal. These are 100% non-superwash merino in worsted weight, 100 grams, 181 yards. You can find him on Instagram at Spargur Yarn Co. And he is sparguryarnco@gmail.com. And you can find his yarns at sparguryarn.com. I've been watching him for a while. He's in Vegas. He's doing a series right now on beginner socks, which I think I should join. That's those. Okay, hold on. Okay, so just have to excuse me because some of my news that I got I can't talk about right now, but I will. Maybe next time. Okay, and that's all phone calls and stuff. No. But now we were on Will's yarn, and now we went to the charity shop, is what they call it. Oh, my friends over across the pond call it the charity shop. Not Goodwill. This is actually our local. There's one in our town. There's one in the next town over. That's the one we went to. And there's another one. 4, maybe 5 of them that I know of. And they're called Pink Ladies. And they're the Pink Ladies Auxiliary. And what they do is they take in stuff, and the money they make, they help the hospital. So they buy beds, or they buy TVs for the rooms, or they buy equipment. They helped buy an ambulance. Especially small towns, that's kind of how it has to go, because we don't tend to get as much money as other places do. So we went there, and it's a yarn. Okay, this yarn, here's the first one. And I talked about some of this on my live, so if you saw it on there, sorry. Did I say hi to all my new viewers? Thanks for coming. And hello to my regular viewers. This is Orlon fingering yarn. This is vintage. It's called Dawn. It's American thread, and it's white. And it's they say 3-ply. And it's just a little bit bigger than a 1, but it's not a 3. So it's like a little string. It's a little bit fuzzy. It's 100% Orlon acrylic. That's what they called it back then. A first quality virgin staple. Okay. Then they had this one, which I think is a red heart, Christmas. And I don't know, y'all are going to know the name of that one. That one was 50 cents. 50 cents for that one. And this one was 50 cents. And then these others, I believe they were 50 cents a bag. And there were 4 bags with 2 to 3 in each. And I don't remember what was in what, sorry. So I'll just show you. This is how much we got. For my new viewers, my husband cakes all my yarn for me. So this one is Lion Brand. %, DuPont Orlon acrylic, non-pilling. See, things used to be non-pilling back then. This one is azure blue. And these were 99.2 grams. And they didn't used to give you the yardage. 3.5 ounces, which is pretty close to what a lot of they are now. So azure blue, so that's probably, this one's not quite as big. I would say this is probably 2 full skeins of that color. And then there's 2 of these. And they are Lion Brand, same thing. And this is the Lion Brand sale. You know, I have some of this already. SAYELLE. It's called Black. And these at one time, somebody had these. They had come from Target, and there's a tag for 92 cents. And then there's 2 of these, this color. It's not a navy, it's a grayish, like a more slaty blue, called Queen's Blue. You know these colors don't exist anymore. I haven't heard them. Lion Brand sale, Queen's Blue. And then we have 2 of these. These are Red Heart. This came from Gibson's, which was a store, a lot of Gibson's here in the Texas area. $1.67, sorry, $1.37 is what it originally cost. Non-allergenic wind tuck product, 100% virgin Orlon acrylic fiber, 3.5 ounces, 99.2 grams. This is called Olympic Blue. This one is really a navy. It doesn't have a color. It's not red heart. It's not lion brand. It is called Sunbow. -733. Who knows? This is a 4-ounce, 100% acrylic, shrink-proof. And they were all machine washed dry. And this one is wind tuck, and it's a sport yarn. So wind tuck is red heart. These are all worsted weight. This one's called Royal Blue. Probably can't read that. It's really washed out. They're calling this one a 2-ply, but I mean, it's worsted weight. They recommend number 5 needle. Doesn't even have the amount on it. Okay. So this one's not really a full one, but anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and that little white one is 12, and so I took a picture of this before my husband took it apart. I've talked about this before. There are a lot of times that we will pick things up and he will take them apart and we will repurpose the yarn. And I have all of this together in a bag because all of this is wool. So somewhere here there's going to be a picture. Okay. Now if anybody has heard of this brand, let me know. There are no color names on any of it, only color numbers and dye lots. And this is 100% virgin wool. Yes, Louise pattern. I said wool. These are 4-ounce skeins. And it says it's hand washable. Hand wash in cool water with mild soap flakes or wool wash. No bleach or harsh detergent. Rinse in cool water. Squeeze gently but don't wring. Roll in a towel to remove excess water. Ease garment into shape, drying flat, away from sun, guaranteed against manufacturing defects. Now this is the Oregon Worsted Company, pioneers of Western yarns, and they are in Portland. They used to be in Portland, Oregon. And I did a little bit of research on this too. So 4 ounce, and again, they don't tell you how many yards or meters or anything that is. So I got this color. It is a rusty, and this one looks different because this one was not in the blanket and this one was. So there are 3 of those. And there's 1 of this color. And I have no ball band or anything. And 1 of this color. And a cake this size, when my husband takes them apart and puts it and rolls it up, this is about like 2 skeins of regular yarn. Yeah, maybe 1. It's more than it's a little more than 1. So this is a tan, but it's actually more of a beigey color. Yeah, see it there? And then we have this one, which is like a chartreuse gold. Now that first rust colored one, the color number was 42. This one is color number 280. And those are there were only 3 labels on any of it. So I figure, or did I can't remember whether I actually came up with how much I think is here. And originally when I saw this, I bought something at Walmart because I thought it would go with it. But now I don't want to use it with it. I'll have to use it on something else because I kind of want to leave this all wool. So this whole thing, ready? $4 for wool. And I am thinking about doing some color work with this stuff. So I think hats, cowls, mitts, those kinds of things are going to be great using this wool as color work. Okay, now I went to Walmart and I got, how are we doing on time, guys? Okay, and I got some mandalas that I didn't have. Well, I didn't think I had. Remember me saying I thought I had enough mandalas when I did my stash, my flasher stash? Well, I've made 2 or 3 things now with the mandalas, And now I know why everybody likes them so much. Because they are great. And they're a DK weight, which is what I like. And they're absolutely beautiful colors. I don't know. I like the feel of them. They feel great when I work with them. So I got 2 of the Chimera. Turns out that I have some of this. I paid $4.97 a piece for them. Y'all know the Chimera. I got 2 of the Troll. And then I got 2 of the Mandala Sparkle because that's the one I like the most. It feels different than the regular mandala to me. It just feels different. I don't know what the difference is. It's got that little twist of stuff around it. It just feels different, and I really like working with this one. This is my favorite, Mandala Sparkle. But I didn't have this one. This is Draco. And I've already decided that Draco is going to be a collar midwife blanket. And then this one was up on the top shelf. It was the only other mandala. There was none of it down below. I went ahead and got it to see it up there. And I had to get a guy to come and help me get it down. And it came like this. There's 3 of them. Y'all probably know this one already. Nova. Now, I went before they started marking everything down at Walmart. So I don't know if they were going to mark anything down at my Walmart or not. I paid $4.97 for those. I paid $4.97 for these 3. She rang that single up, that single bag with the 3 in it as one. So I guess I got the discount anyway. Didn't realize it till I got home. So yeah, I got 3 of those. Nova. And then I got 3 of these to go with that blanket. When I realized that blanket is wool, I kind of don't want to mix them up. They'd be pretty together. This is the gold ombre, and it's Caron Simply Soft. Gold ombre. $3.27 a piece for those. So I got 3 of those, and they are different. You know, we talk about the dye lots and stuff, but when you see them, I don't know if you normally get to see these in cakes, because everybody usually shows them in the skein. But here they are. I'm kind of thinking I may do that. Petra from Foxy Creations, she shows them caked for you also. And I kind of like that, so you can see what they look like. Kind of gives you an idea what your project's going to look like, too. Okay, that's all the yarn. Now, at the, you're not going to believe this, at the Pink Ladies. I got to make some room here. Hold on. I hit the jackpot on the books. Now, not all of these are them, but I got a stack of books, and I'm just going to tell you they were $10 for the whole stack. Now, let me pull out what I didn't get. this stack of books, these two hardbacks, which way? Two hardbacks, and all of these magazines for $10. We are not going to go through all of these right now. I figured I can go through some of them towards it, because I usually do this towards the end of my podcast. If you're new here, that's kind of what I do. So let me pull out the ones I want to show you, and I have one more thing to talk about. Hold on. Okay, so I want to show you these two hardback books. You look at that for a minute and we get a drink. Oh, I get some coffee. Isn't that pretty? That's what I want to do. I really like these that are so random. Thrown together. So this book is from 1977. Yeah, there's one page that's fallen out of there. And it's I don't know that it came in this book because it's not, it's too somebody just stuck it in there. And this one is using knit crocheting, and it's all of these Christmas dolls, miniature dolls, using that thread. So you have it's one that's Dutch, a Japanese, a Russian, a Spanish. That was in this book. So this is a Better Homes and Gardens. And they have afghans, they have stuff for your table, for your bedroom, handcrafted rugs, accessories, and a glossary. And right out the bat, look how pretty that afghan is. I'm going to go through these pretty quick. This one looks like the knitted blankets. It is knitted. But this looks like what everybody's doing now with their scraps. Except if you could see that, it's got like a seam on the back side. And I don't know if the other knitted ones are. This one is knit also. And it's patchwork, and I like that one. I can't tell. This one's a stained glass window pane knitted. Then you've got the thread, tablecloth, spiral, these are round. I never thought of doing this. This is actually a pretty good idea. I don't like these colors, but you know, most of the time you see the square ones. Pillows, and they covered this bed couch thing with it. Now, I'd rather buy this, to be honest with you, unless I inherited one. It's a little too much for me to do. Here's a around the bed balance canopy. This is an embroidered knitted row. I've done a little bit of embroidery on some baby sweaters that I did. Here's a big rug. There's a patchwork rug. one is a rag rug, and they do this with crochet. A basic chain, a single crochet stitch, but with rags. And that spiral look to it is really cool. Of course, that's all in blues. So I guess just do, this one's kind of an octagon, but it says shaker design, but it looks, I don't know how to explain it. I have to hold it back here so you can see. See, it's filled in. Scatter rugs. Now, I'm not big on doing the doilies. I know that Tina from Crossed by the Rose is, but that looks real pretty, isn't it? I don't remember if I went through this book on my live. Those are some 70s pillows. And here's that Afghan, the whole thing. So that is the Better Homes and Gardens from 1977. And then we have the Great Crochet Bazaar book. American School of Needlework. Excellence in Instruction. The front with these little guys on there. In the back, we've got some of these things in there. Sterling Publishing, 1982. A review course in crochet basics plus a listing of the abbreviations and symbols used in this book. Several designs in this book were originally created by us for the American Thread Company out of Stamford, Connecticut, and were copyrighted by them. Well, we've got some basic. Now this book is falling apart. Some basics on how to do things. Twisted cord. Using a steel crochet hook. And I'm not going to show you everything in this one. But do y'all remember the baby bottle holder? That's cool. I'd like to take that basic design on how to do that and make like this one's a little clown. Put different heads on it, Wouldn't they be cute? And these evidently have rattles in them. Those are for the front. They call them rattle toys. There's a layette. That's booties and mitts, blanket, sweater, and bonnet. Collars. This is very pretty. You know that's going to be some work. But it's really pretty. Spiderweb lace shawl. And I was excited to see this. this tells you how to make the kitchen towels. You guys probably all have patterns for them already. I had not yet had a pattern for that. So that's take the kitchen towel and crochet on the top. My oldest daughter, who's making the dishcloths, she loves those. And then this is the colored pictures. This is what I should have just showed you here in the middle. Oh, this stuff is coming all off on me in the inside of this book. It's really hard to hold it this way with it coming apart. Look at that cat family. I want to do it. Those are super cute. The layette. That's the little clown. Look at this. There's a doll where you do, I guess you attach it to a doll head. Because I know you used to be able to buy the doll heads by themselves. And these are full-size dolls. You know, that little girl's probably 2 or 3. And for you cactus fans, guess what? They were doing it in the 70s and 80s too. Okay, that book's just too hard to hang on to. So that's the 2 books. And then the other ones we will go through later. I don't want to do all of that. I also got the latest book from Pom Pom. I just subscribed to them. And I like that one on the front. And then look at this shawl. Everything in this one one is about knitting, crochet, crafts, fashion, art, and food. I didn't see any food. And all I saw was knit. There's no crochet in here. I didn't see any crochet. These are all knitted tops. They're all beautiful knitted tops, but they're, sorry to say, there is no crochet in this one. There's that top. See, she ties it. That's merino wool. This one is done with BC Garn. This one is done with Woolly Mammoth Fiber Co. Natural Sock. There's more pictures of it. It's got a really pretty honeycomb type pattern in there. I think they're drop stitches. And I love, love, love this cardigan. Right? Made with the Farmer's Daughter fibers in Juicy DK. And it's DK. That's a number 3. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I can't quit looking at it. More dream knitting. I have 3 bookmark. This is showing you the book by Joji Locatelli and Vera Balamaki. It's called Interpretations Volume 6. Their 6th book is out. I could have got that at Dallas Fort Worth Fiber Festival. I don't know why I didn't. This is a really cute boho bag. Honest yarn linen fingering. Really big oversized bag. But you know, I'm not going to use my fine merino wool on that bag. So, here's better pictures than one from the front, and then I'll load some. So this is a nice book. Okay. The other thing I wanted to talk about, I have a friend on Friday night. It's the Fiber Friends Friday Night Knit In on Facebook with Louise Patterson, who is Wildflower Wool here on YouTube. And our friend Diane that comes in on Friday nights is wanting us to send lap blankets. And that's what made me start thinking about doing those lap blankets, because I know that Billy, the Crafty Floridian, Elizabeth, the Crafty Crocheter, oh my gosh, y'all are probably naming them all out right now, are doing a lot of charity stuff. So I want to start just using up some of the stuff I'm not going to want to make projects for myself out of. I want to start using it into blankets. I need to start making some blankets. So if you guys want, let me know. I will have my email below. And if you let me know, I will let you know where to send me the blankets. And I will be sure and get them to Diane. And they are for the cancer patients in the unit where she goes for her treatments. And I'd like to send her some if you want to. Because a lot of people are talking about the charity stuff. Now, I have this in my hand, which is comes off of, which website is this? It's the Operation Gratitude, where you make stuff for the troops. It's hats and scarves for the troops. Handmade with Love program. Info at operationgratitude.com. So I have that, and it tells you the type of yarns and how big to make them and that kind of thing. These are suggested patterns. So you've got scarves. They tell you they should be 4 to 6 inches wide and 48 to 50 inches in length. And then they have some patterns. So, and then the other one I have is this one, which is, from the website. And Aunt Betty gave me these a while back. And for some reason, I have not gotten around to doing this. And I want to do this too. So this is Operation Gratitude. So if you want some information about that, I told you a little bit, but you asked me, and I will tell you again, and I will try to remember to link this below. And also the knitted knockers. Now this one is the crochet, and this is a revisited in 16. Claudia Barbeau revised this one. But if you want, let me know. These are the crocheted ones. And I will get you the information for this. This is knittedknockers.org, and you can do both knit and crochet versions of those. And they tell you what yarn and everything. And then I pulled out this. I have the whole set. The Debbie Macomber I may put a picture in there. I'm going to get up for a second because I've got something here that I have not shown you, unless you've seen it in my stash, Flash Your Stash. I made this bag. This is a knit bag where I knit stockinette on the bottom and then just knit around it. And then I crocheted the handle. It is not lined. And this yarn, I don't even remember what it was called, but I got it at Debbie Macomber's yarn shop. And I'm going to put a picture right here. Her yarn shop is in, well, I think she has two. She has one in Florida. It's called A Good Yarn. And the other one is in Port Orchard, Washington. So when I went with my daughter, because she was in my youngest daughter was a flight attendant in Seattle, and I went to Port Orchard. I may have talked about this before. Anyway, went to her store, and this book goes along with her books that she wrote. So she wrote the Blossom Street books, and I talked about that because my husband calls me Blossom, and that's why I am the Essential Blossom. And so I have all of the Blossom Street books, and she is a knitter. And she's got some new stuff out because Marley Bird just did an interview with her. So this is her charity guide for knitters. But they will take crochet stuff, guys. Don't think just because it's knitting that they won't take crochet. Okay, this is a whole book on where to send stuff. So we've got national and regional charities, which will, I'm sure, take, I'm sure they'll take. Binky Patrol is security blankets for children in distress. Children in Common, taking handmade comforts to Russia's orphans. Christmas at Sea, warming mariners' hearts with handmade gifts. Newborns in Need, Inc., welcoming babies with warmth and love. Operation Helmet Liner, helping America's servicemen defeat the cold. Philip's Wish, Mom, is everybody warm? Project Linus, warm hugs for children in need. Santa Train, a Christmas tradition keeps rolling along. Sponsored by CSK Food City and the Kingsport Chamber of Commerce. That's in Kingsport, Tennessee. Snuggles Project, creating comfort for shelter animals. Warm Up America. And I know the Crochet organization and the knit organizations both are partnered with them. And that's in Gastonia, North Carolina. So I could, okay, then there's projects. A couple more. Helping at Home. Oh, Warm Woolies, creating knitwear for children in need. And it gives you suggestions on what they will be wanting. And it says here other things that you could do. So Jane from Scraptastic Yarns, she's the other one that was talking about this. She had a whole list of them also, and I may have just repeated some of them. That's what made me think about this book. Hats for chemotherapy patients, correctional facilities, nursing homes and assisted care communities. If you're interested, and I will send you, again, email me below or make a comment. We'll get in touch, and I will let you know. There are 18 projects and 14 charities in this book. So these projects are knit, okay? But there's the cuffed hat. Helmet liner. The hug cap for a baby. There's a hooded scarf. There's a regular scarf and some mittens. Slippers. Thick socks. What we call bed socks, right? Look at there's the mariner's vest. There's a baby blanket. So yes, let me know if you want more information about this, and see if you can't find this book, because it doesn't matter whether you are knit or crochet, you will be able to find somebody to send something to with this book. And what a trip that was to get to go to her store. And then we went to her daughter's store right across the street, and it's the antique store, and we got some stuff there too. Okay, guys, sorry it was so long. I didn't finish that much, and I had all this stuff to talk about. So, a couple life things real quick. And again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you for joining us. Let's see. I managed to get the website up live. It is out there, and I managed to get it connected to our payment system, so we could get paid. And then today, the system in the office, we managed to get all the items loaded in there, and so now I have that to work with. So now I have inventory to do. I'm so excited. I've learned so much, and it's just all coming together, and I'm really happy about it. So let's see what else. The baby calf is growing. He's so cute, and it's a he. So we have a bull calf. Okay, Teresa, also, you were asking me about essential oils. If you will leave me a comment below and suggest to me a couple of things that you would like to hear about, some things you're curious about, or if any of you are, let me know so I could do something to let y'all know what a little bit about essential oils. Here is my card. I don't know why it does that. Let's see. Let's try this. Was that any better? My Etsy shop is on vacation at the moment because I had planned to go through it and get it all redone last week. It didn't happen. And this last weekend was my birthday, and I didn't do nothing but knit and crochet because I could. It's starting to get warm. I have to get out there and get those weeds done. I was watching Debbie, the Canadian crocheter, and she was weeding her stuff. Oh my goodness. I'm like, yes, I need to get out there. Okay, I gotta let you guys go. You guys take care. Also, there may be some random goodies. I have decided I'm going to go back through my videos, not June, but May and back, and pull some names. So if I pull your name, you can let me know that I will be able to tell that you are a subscriber, that you've liked, commented, and then you will have to let me know if you can accept a prize, and I will not pay duties on anything. You have to pay the duties if it's in your country, and it's all the stuff I bought myself. And nobody sponsored it. You know, the yada yadas that you're hearing everywhere. Same old here. Okay, so I'm gonna pull some names, three, because I'm at 300. I just decided three, and they will be. The yarn will be caked because all my yarn is caked, and then some extra goodies. So I'll announce that in the next video. Y'all take care and enjoy this June. I hope the weather is good where you are. I hope everyone is feeling good. We'll see you next time.